Welcome everyone. The topic for the day would be safety, key performance indicators, and health. So basically about an individual who is looking for the health and safety aspect of an organization. What are the key performance indicators? I will be utilizing a help of a KPIs. KPIs is nothing but key performance indicator that comes around it. If we are talking about them, right, if you look into it, my second step was this thing, right? The first step in the propagating, it is all into strategies. So it should be clearly stated as to what we are looking into it. Often, please, key performance indicators will be often known as key pleasure index, what makes us happy as an organization. KPIs have to provide the answer to most important, most relevant question. They should tell me the key directions of the organizations or that particular job is concerned. It should be primarily designed to empower the employees, provide them with pertinent information for them to be making most relevant decisions at that at any point of times altogether. So that is what we are out here. So we will talk about the types of KPIs. Now, the types of KPIs are very many. First is the foremost thing is the process KPI, as in what is the process to be that needs to be followed in every now and then. Absolutely, it needs to be done, and it can be business oriented. It can be anything. It can be productivity based. For example, we are talking about a food delivery business, so the time to deliver the food for how many minutes, how many hours, how many times, what are the dish. So it might be a delivery business that we are looking into it. So we are looking at KPIs as far as the durations of placing orders and receiving food is concerned. Then there is something called input KPI, which measures the assets and the resources invested in. It is always used to understand the general business result. Examples are dollars spent on research, dollars spent on development, on employee training, on the quality of raw material. It's the input that we are looking into it, the quality of input that comes around it. If there is a KPI for input, why cannot be there be an API for output also? The output ratio measures the financial, non-financial result of business activity. Let's say revenue. We are talking about the revenue altogether. So what we are looking out here, the number of new customers acquired, yes, definitely the number of markets that we have acquired or been spent around it or entered the market. Then there is something called a leading KPI, which tells me the most important factors or the most significant things uh, on the future performances. Now we need to understand, we need to consolidate that performances, drive that performance outcomes, being the factors that can mitigate failures or exceed a success altogether. Then there is something called, if there is a leading KPI, there can always be a lagging KPI, the KPI that reflects the success or failure after an event has happened. Now that is what we need to understand. We need to understand the past data activity, what has happened, what was wrong, what went wrong, and that is what is a lagging KPIs is all about it. Then would be the outcome KPIs reflects overall impact, overall effect of the results of the business activity in terms of general benefits, in terms of performances, in terms of revenue generated, in terms of market acquired, in terms of brand name building, whatever you look into it. It is all about the outcome KPI. Qualitative KPIs is descriptive characteristic, an opinion, a property, or a trait. Examples are employee satisfaction throughout the things, through the survey, which gives them an qualitative reports. That is what we are looking at it. So we will be talking about the types of KPIs which comes around it, which brings me to the last two KPI, which is qualitative KPIs and quantitative KPI. Now, qualitative KPIs will tell me about everything about the business, the property, the trades that we're talking about it. The quantitative KPIs will tell me the on the other things, the number of result by the numbers, counting, adding, averaging, harmonic mean, geometric mean, arithmetic mean. It is telling it to you in terms of number or quantifying it everything with your results. Now that is what we are looking at it. The quantitative thing. So what are the eight KPIs we are looking at? The process KPI, the input KPIs, the output KPIs, the leading KPIs, the lagging KPIs, the outcome KPIs, the qualitative KPI, the quantitative KPIs. That then we come to the health and safety officer. Did I say I will be giving you a website? This is the website. Please follow for the samples. Wonderful samples being present out there to give you a list of health and safety officers KPI. And doesn't make sense for you to go across and make a video around for the KPI for certain things. But believe me or not, you can extrapolate those examples to your organization and incorporate it. It is kpi123.com. Please visit it. There would be there, what will be there, I am trying to tell it to you, and creating an interest in front of you. There are 28 performance appraisal forms. There would be 11 performance appraisal methods and 1125 performance review phrases that comes around it. It's a very relevant document, relevant website that I found very interesting, and I want to share it with all my audiences around here to understand key performance indicators for a safety and a health officer. What is required, please do visit kpi123.com to have those performance appraisal forms or appraisal methods, or let's say a performance review phases that we comes across it. This I come to an end of this presentation. Thank you for watching this video.